In December 2005, 23 teams of health workers from across the African continent converged on Cape Town to attend the Paediatric AIDS Treatment for Africa Conference, or PATA. The PATA conference offered a platform to participating teams from which to launch a pan-African collaborative effort to tackle pediatric AIDS in the most appropriate ways.
We chose the name PATA as the acronym for Paediatric AIDS Treatment for Africa. PATA means touch in Xhosa and Zulu. And in Swahili, it means reach out. We've all been touched by HIV/AIDS, and you're in touch with the reality of it every day of your lives. Between us, we speak many languages, but the PATA rhythm will be the mother tongue of this conference to bring us in closer touch with each other.
PATA drew delegates from 10 African countries and the United Kingdom. Delegates attended as treatment teams comprising of a nurse, a pharmacist, a counselor and a physician. The aim was to seek common ground and find solutions for every team's challenges in the quest for quality care.
My biggest challenge within Hamburg is that, first of all, I would like the program to grow, especially where children is concerned.
In Zimbabwe, we're faced with the serious constraint of fixed drug preparations, and so for children, there's no specific formulations for children. So that's our biggest challenge.
PATA focuses on the human side of treating pediatric AIDS and not just the medical or technological side. This holistic approach is reflected at the Groote Hospital in Cape Town. Here, Dr. Paul Roux and his team of healthcare workers aim to improve life and lessen the burden of disease for families affected by HIV/AIDS.
This conference, if you think about it, is really, it's for the children, but it's about the workers. And it's about how the workers work together and about how they get to enjoy what they do and how they get to provide quality.
First on the PATA agenda was access. Access to clinics, treatment and expertise. Chewe Lue from UNICEF revealed that only 5% of infected children in Africa have access to treatment. Their aim is to provide treatment to 80% of these children by 2010.
We've been concerned for some time about the missing face of children in the whole HIV response. But I think that it's conferences like this, it's people like you that can start to make a difference.
Health workers share their practical experience from the field, like the challenge of setting up a rural clinic.
There's a high rate of illiteracy in the Eastern Cape. We're dealing with grannies. You're talking about 7.5 meals of AZ3. How is granny going to give the medication if she cannot see?
It is one thing to successfully start a patient on ARVs, but quite another to ensure treatment adherence. Day 2 allowed delegates to share problems and solutions on adherence. Sarah Stulak from Partners in Health described the success achieved by a program of accompagnateurs or treatment buddies in Rwanda.
Every patient who's on ARVs has an accompagnateur, and this person comes to their home and actually watches them take their medicine at least 1 of the 2 times a day.
And I think that it not only gives people jobs and an incentive, if not a full-time income, but it really helps them feel like they're participating in the health of the people in their community.
Acumen, or the skills required to manage the human side of the epidemic, was discussed on the 3rd day. One of the pressing issues for debate was the need for disclosure.
I think disclosure also encourages the patient to accept that HIV is like any other illness, and it destigmatizes the illness so that you're able to accept your condition and you're able to live positively.
The PATA conference concluded on December 1st, World AIDS Day. Delegates were treated to a performance of the Zip Zap Circus School in Khayelitsha. This entertainment for all the HIV-positive children in the Western Cape was a celebration of health and well-being, thanks to antiretroviral therapy. The performance was a reminder to conference delegates of what can be achieved through teamwork.
It can be very disheartening, and you imagine that you're achieving nothing, that you've got this ocean of need that you're draining drop by drop. I think coming to an environment like this where you see that, my goodness, there are all these taps draining the ocean in different parts of the continent, and we're all connected, and we have experiences to share and support to give to each other. And I think that's the tremendous value of this.
These teams are going to go back in the future and not be in such isolation, communicate with each other and mentor each other, support each other. That's really what this vision is about, is creating strong bonds and strength to move forward and tackle this huge challenge.